She's our tech lady. Mhm.
Okay, I think we're all set.
Wonderful. Thank you, Raven. Okay. Good evening. My name is Shelley Young. I am a very proud employee of the South Norwalk Branch Library. On behalf of Library Director Sherelle Harris, I would like to welcome all of you to this evening's Let's Talk as SoNo, 160th anniversary of the Balloon Corps.
I would like to introduce Mark Alverson. Mark is a Norwalk Community College history teacher and a lifetime Learning Institute teacher. He's a regular presenter for the South Norwalk Branch Library's Let's Talk at Sono series. I would now turn the program over to Mark.
Thank you, Raven. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for tuning into this. This is an aspect of American history that really does not get much press at all. In fact, to many Americans, it's really invisible. Yet, if you really wanted to get into this, the United States Army back in 1899, under the direction of Elihu Root, who was the Secretary of War at this point, Elihu Root ordered that a study be done of the Civil War. All the records were collected, and it's a voluminous effort to track the Civil War through the Union and Confederate armies. And I've been into this a number of times, and there's different facets. It could be the Navy, it could be the infantry, it could be artillery, whatever the case may be, battles. But there is also in this set, and it's called Series 3, Volume 3, Series 3, and it's about the balloons in the Civil War. And it has Thaddeus Lowe, who we're going to get into Thaddeus Lowe, who was a prominent aeronaut of his era. Thaddeus Lowe's transmissions to the War Department and to various generals from June 1861 to when he closed it off by the summer of 1863. And I'll get into why the Union Army killed this. That will become prevalent as we go along here. But you are seeing, this is a period of history, and I'm talking the late 18th century through today, especially up to about 1945. You're coming out of the age of reason, age of enlightenment. And people are beginning to have second thoughts on old traditions, religion being one of them, royalty being another, two of the greatest banes of human and civil rights. You're getting these thinkers, these philosophers, these scientists and mathematicians. We ought to think our way out of our problems instead of relying on religion, tradition, or myth. That's part of the age of reason, age of enlightenment, as were other things such as liberalism, democracy, republicanism, secularism, socialism, nationalism, parliamentarianism. But at the same time, and this is where this topic tonight fits in, you have the Industrial Revolution. It's snowballing by this point. Technology is evolving, and it's funded and fueled by a man's hot new secular religion, capitalism. And we're getting to that point where war, and this will come out of the Great French War, first chapter of which is the French Revolutionary War, which started 1792, 3 years after the French Revolution actually started, 1799. And you're going to see in 1793 something, Lazare Carnot, who is part of the Committee of Public Safety, these 12 this committee of dictatorship, if you will, of the French Revolution, who comes out with something known as levée en masse, organizing entire populations and economies for war. And that's where this is going to go. No longer can we rely on just volunteers and professional soldiers to fight wars. Owing to the factory system, owing to the evolution of technology, fueled by capitalism, more factories are being built. That means more weapons can be built. And with technology, these weapons, every new mark that comes out is able to reap a greater harvest of humanity. So what do we need? We need more bodies. And so this is really going to take effect here from 1793 to 1945. I mean, I don't think I have to tell you what happened here from 39 to 45, which was man's greatest industrialized, corporatized, commercialized war. And that's where this goes. However, having said that, in 1783, something else comes up here. Now, this is reputed to be the first recorded instance of someone actually flying in an aircraft, translation balloon. And these were the Montgolfier brothers. In a hot air balloon. This balloon is going to cross Paris at a ripping 5 miles an hour in 23 minutes. Well, there was somebody here on hand to witness this. And in his memoirs, his autobiographical writings here, this is on January 16, 1794. He is in France representing the colonies. Keep in mind, we're not a nation yet. And this is from a passage here called On War from the Air. Get a load of this. And this is part of what he observes. It appears, as you observe, to be a discovery of great importance at what may possibly give a new turn to human affairs. Aviation certainly has done that. Convincing sovereigns of the folly of wars may perhaps be one effect of it, since it will be impracticable for the most potent of them to guard his dominions. And think of what he's saying here. 5,000 balloons capable of raising 2 men each could not cost more than 5 ships of line. And where is the prince who can afford so to cover his country with troops for its defense, as that 10,000 men descending from the clouds might not in many places do an infinite deal of mischief before a force can be brought together to repel them? Here is a man in 1784,